Well, I was always fond of cooking. Since I was a kid, I used to see my mom cooking, and I used to be like, you can just take like a raw ingredient and make it into something so tasty. That whole process was super fascinating for me.
Culinary, basically, one has to start from scratch. Initially, we told them bhandi ghas. Karan, that is how it starts. And then you will grow gradually. You have to learn everything in culinary from the scratch. Whether it is cleaning of utensils, cleaning of flooring, cleaning of toilets, everything. It is a part of culinary. But then he was totally into it, so he really did it.
Yes, for me it was not a surprise because after completing his 10th, we used to, he's very close to me, so we spent a lot of time together. So we always used to decide what to do, and he wanted to do something different than the normal course. So we thought of cooking, we did research on it, and then he agreed. So for me it was not a surprise, but yes, whatever he did, just very proud of it.
My main journey actually started from when I went to Canada, where I had to work like 18-19 hours a day. I started off as a dishwasher, had to clean a lot of dishes, and always assisting chef, always observing them and what they're doing. Because over there you can't really start cooking on your first day. You need to be someone's assistant or be a dishwasher or cleaning something. All you need to do is observe. And as you're observing, you can actually learn. And when your chef actually sees that, he'll be like, okay, fine, now you know how to do it. Now you can be on this station.
So for Akash, it was not a problem because since childhood he was very independent child. And I always used to tell that Akash, if you send him in the forest also, he will survive. So he's that kind of survival is very good about it. So I never had any problem.
We never had any problem because he could survive in any conditions.
I was very lucky to have great mentors. Like one of my Chef Dan, most of the things I know today is by him because he had this simple philosophy of life and food that make any component on that dish as tasty as your main component or anything else. Like if you're serving steak and potatoes, make sure the potatoes are as tasty as the steak. I was working in this restaurant called Benchmark and I was assisting this chef called Wes, and he was really good at this. And I always wanted to do this, but he used to be like, you need to still learn more till the time you actually get it. So I remember I was assisting him for 6-7 months straight, and one fine day he had plated something and he was ready to just show it to the servers and describe it to the servers. I just went in, took another plate and just replated whatever he plated. And I was super nervous because everyone was like, oh, you've touched his plate, now he's gonna be yelling at you. But the moment he saw that, he was like, you've done a great job, and now you can run the station by yourself. So since that day onwards, I was like, okay, I'm good at this, I can do this. And all my chefs in my restaurant kind of supported me for this because I had to come up with an each plate every day, like a new plate every day. So yeah, that's how it all started. Plating for me is like creating a symphony. There are high notes and there are low notes. It's all about getting them all in sync. Also, when Mother Nature gives you such beautiful produce, not screwing it up, just keeping it the way it is, as simple as it gets, and not complicating things on a plate. It's basically like chaos, but a very managed chaos on a plate. It's all about moments you create, moments you capture, and when they go back home with those moments, they take back a piece of my dish with them forever, and that's what I want.